Go ahead and get started. Well, good afternoon and welcome to the meeting of the San Joaquin Valley Air Pollution Control District workshop for the proposed amendment to Rule 4905, natural gas fired fan type central furnaces. This meeting is being held in person and telecast between our Fresno, Modesto, and Bakersfield offices and via Zoom. My name is Tim Franquist, Director of Air Quality Planning, and I'm joined by Molly Boyette, Supervising Air Quality Specialist, and Brenda Estrada Diaz, Air Quality Specialist. We will do our best to facilitate a smooth meeting with public participation in person and via Zoom. Before we begin, here are some important guidelines and general instructions for the meeting. Please silence your other communication devices, such as your cell phone. During the meeting, all public participants on Zoom will be placed on mute by the host. Public members will not be able to unmute manually. If you'd like to provide public comment during the comment period of this workshop, please step up to the podium to signify that you wish to speak or raise your hand on Zoom. Audio for members of the public will be unmuted once they are recognized to make a public comment. You also can submit comments or questions via webcast at valleyair.org email or Q&A function on Zoom. Which will be addressed after the verbal public comment period. If you're presenting or providing a public comment, please state your name, affiliation, and speak slowly to allow for a smooth translation. At this time, our translators will share instructions how to access the translation services.
Hello. I'll be providing instructions for the interpretation in Spanish. Buenas tardes. Vamos a proveer interpretación simultánea para esta reunión. Si está usando una computadora, puede seleccionar el icono de la interpretación abajo de la pantalla que aparece en un mundo de la parte de abajo. Seleccione español y silencie el audio original. Si está usando teléfono o tableta, seleccione los 3 puntos. Para ver más opciones, seleccione interpretación y siga las mismas instrucciones de arriba. Para hacer una pregunta o comentario, puede seleccionar el icono de reacciones para levantar su mano o puede someter su pregunta o comentario mediante correo electrónico. Va a ser webcast@valleyair.org. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Great. And with that, we can get started. Again, here's just a slide of the verbal instructions where you didn't get all those, or you need just a slide here to help you with the interpretation portion. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Brenda, who will walk us through, Molly, who will walk us through the first few slides here.
Thanks, Tim. I'll kick it off with the discussion on our air quality challenges here in the Valley. Because of our unique combination of topography and meteorology, our challenges in meeting federal air quality standards are unmatched, particularly for ozone and PM 2.5 standards. The Valley is currently designated as extreme non-attainment of the 8-hour ozone national ambient air quality standards and serious non-attainment for fine particulate matter, or PM 2.5. Nitrogen oxides, or NOx, emissions are a significant precursor to both ozone and PM 2.5 formation. Thus, NOx reductions are a key part of the district's ozone and PM 2.5 attainment strategies. The rule we're talking about today is applicable to natural gas-fired fan-type central furnaces. These furnaces are used to provide heat to residential and commercial properties. They burn natural gas fuel to create heat for distribution through the home or commercial building, which creates NOx emissions that can contribute to ozone and PM 2.5 formation. So to reduce NOx emissions from these units, the district adopted Rule 4905 for natural gas-fired fan-type central furnaces. And I'll be passing it over to Brenda now to discuss the rule requirements and the amendments under consideration today.
Thank you, Molly. As Molly shared previously, Rule 4905 was adopted in 2005 to limit NOx emissions from natural gas-fired fan-type central furnaces. The rule implements several requirements for operation of these furnace units, as shown in the graphic on this slide. The rule applies at point of sale to any person who supplies, sells, offers for sale, installs, or solicits the installation of natural gas-fired fan-type central furnaces that have a rated heat input capacity of less than 175,000 BTUs per hour and a rated cooling capacity of less than 65,000 BTU per hour for combination units. Since its adoption, the rule has been amended several times. In 2015, the rule was amended to lower the NOx emission limits to 14 nanograms per joule from its previous limit of 40 nanograms per joule, providing a more stringent measure for the valley. The district worked closely with manufacturers and stakeholders through a robust public process for the adoption of that amendment. In consideration of concerns raised by manufacturers at that time, the 2015 amendment allowed for the sale of non-compliant units during the initial implementation period in exchange for payment of an emissions fee for each non-compliant unit sold within the district's boundaries. Emission fee option. The emissions fee option was implemented for various reasons: to incentivize the sale of compliant units, to ensure the availability of new units given the expected increase in demand, and to minimize unfair competitive disadvantages for manufacturers supplying compliant units. But moreover, it offered a phased-in transition approach and the time necessary for the development of new technology that would increase the probability of success in the conversion to cleaner technologies. Manufacturers have successfully developed furnace technologies that meet the current NOx limit for all unit types except for manufactured home furnaces. As seen in the table on this slide, the emissions fee option has ended for all units. The rule does allow for a 6-month sell-through period from the emission fee period end date, provided that manufacturers continue to pay the applicable fee for non-compliant units. For manufactured home furnaces, the 6-month period will expire on March 30th of this year if it's not extended. The district has been evaluating other areas and their efforts in addressing this industry gap and manufacturer challenges. On January 9th of this year, South Coast amended their analogous rule to extend their mitigation fee option for manufactured homes to September 30th of 2030. Manufacturers have expressed several concerns and ongoing challenges with the development of compliant ultra-low NOx furnace units for manufactured homes. For starters, the size and design of manufactured home furnace is significantly different than that of an ultra-low NOx furnace unit that is available for all other structures. Also, all new manufactured home furnaces units also are subject to standards set by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, which is also known as HUD, and the U.S. Department of Energy. For example, ultra-low NOx furnace technology used in other units is not compatible with the liquid propane as required by HUD. Overall, manufactured home furnaces are generally developed and sold by a very limited number of manufacturers. Additionally, with CARB's proposed statewide zero emission standards for building appliances beginning in 2030, and given the limited amount of resources that are available, manufacturers are simply prioritizing zero emission technologies over the development of ultra low NOx technologies. The Valley and other air districts are evaluating feasible zero emission standards. The district will continue to work closely with South Coast to address concerns raised by furnace manufacturers. The district is currently evaluating Rule 4905 thoroughly. The proposed amendments would extend the emissions fee period for all size range manufactured home furnaces to September 30 of 2030. No changes are being proposed on the emission fee amount. Extending the emission fee period provides for regulatory consistency throughout the state and allows manufacturers to dedicate more focused resources towards developing technologically viable and affordable zero emission heating equipment. The amendment has no significant impact on NOx emission reductions achieved through Rule 4905. Other potential amendments will be included in an effort to simplify rule language and clarify existing requirements, such as the removal of any expired language. The district is initiating the public process for Rule 4905 with today's public workshop. In the upcoming weeks, but no later than February 17th, the district will make available a draft rule that contains all proposed changes. Once that draft is ready, it will be published on the district's webpage designated for the rule development process of Rule 4905. The district is soliciting public comments and feedback on the proposed rule amendments under consideration through March 5th. The district intends to present the proposed amended rule for the governing board's consideration at the March 19th public hearing. If you have any questions or would like to provide any comments regarding the proposed amendments to Rule 4905, you may do so by contacting me directly using the information provided on this slide. If you would like to sign up to receive future email notifications regarding district updates, including those relevant to Rule 4905, you may do so by visiting the link or the website provided on the last icon listed on this slide. The district would like to thank you for your effort and your time in attending today's workshop. And with that, I'll now pass it back over to Tim to open up our segments for any public comments or questions.
Thank you, Brenda. Do we have any public comments in Modesto? None? How about Bakersfield?
No public comment in Bakersfield.
Any public comment in Fresno?
None in Fresno and showing none online.
That will turn it over to the Zoom. Any questions online?
Showing none online.
And lastly, do we have any questions that showed up in our email?
There are no email questions.
Great. Seeing we have no questions, I think that concludes our workshop for today. We look forward to working with the public. And if there are any questions about, as Brenda said, please do let us know. Thank you.